stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash register ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
We gotta get this money on. What up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Let me say crypto, please. What's good? We had to get the intro going over here on YouTube. What's good? What's good? So yeah, we back. We back. Oh, D, you over here? Oh, you ain't came over here yet. D coming, y'all. D coming in a second. He coming in a second. Oh yeah, can y'all fill up that gift gallery? Fill up that gift gallery for us over there. Let's fill the gift gallery up. That definitely does help the algorithm. Starting to do my little research on TikTok a little bit. All right, y'all. What's good? Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in over here on YouTube. We got a couple things to talk about real quick. Couple things to talk about. Oh, my mama called me. I ain't see. She must have called me on accident. Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all, what's good? Top of the morning for sure. Top of the morning was good. So look, y'all, this is definitely a good Cyber Monday for investors. This is definitely the Cyber Monday. This is the Cyber Monday shopping you should be doing. Getting your future together. So yeah, I think this was a good Cyber Monday. Good way to start the month off. We're gonna talk about a couple things though, because the Japan carry trade reversal is what tanked the market. So we'll talk about what happened yesterday with Japan and about their government bond yields and that 30-year 30-year bonds and all that. That 30-year thing is ending. So we're gonna talk about that unwinding over there in Japan. We're gonna talk about some Ethereum today. We got Vitalik in the headlines. What'd you say, D?
No, I said okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. We got Vitalik. He believes quantum computing could break Ethereum's cryptography sooner than expected. So we're gonna talk about that, and that's from Vitalik. We're gonna talk about Chainlink. Chainlink has an ETF coming this week. So will Link price recover from crash? Yeah. Then we're gonna talk about Japan for real, and then we gotta talk about what's that other one you sent me, D? I'm trying to pull it up right now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, we got to talk about this historical pattern. So the historical pattern just ended. So it looked like the market may go down some more from here. So we'll talk about that. It's actually what we're going to start off talking about. We'll just start there for real. And go from there. Yeah. Let's start off with that, about these historical patterns ending.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Again, those on TikTok that want to see the articles, want to see the screen where we get our articles from our sources, YouTube. BlockNation Network. Type in BlockNation Network. We should pop right up. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in over there, okay? But
YouTube. So
YouTube.
for my technical people, for my people that's looking at the stock market, the 50-day streak just ended. So the S&P 500 closed above its 50-day moving average for 138 straight trading days, ending on November 17th. That's the longest. Since 2006, 2007, and the fifth longest since 1950. The NASDAQ composite also had a similar streak. As of November 24th, the S&P was about 8, and 54% of the S&P stocks were above 200-day averages. Why people care about this is because the 50-day moving average.
We can't hear them. What's going on?
Sure, is it?
Yeah, it's like going in and out. All right, you can just keep going. I don't know what's going. Yeah, it might be the Wi-Fi. It's like the mic is going in and out. We see you moving, and then it'll go in and out. But yeah, just keep talking. It's cool.
Oh, it's crazy. They fucking with us. So basically, what history shows us, often after these long 50-day moving average streaks break, returns to 3-6 months returns 3-6 months later have been positive. Two notable exceptions have been 2007 and 1961. So the big takeaway is a yellow flag, not an automatic crash signal, but it's a yellow flag. So the top indexes that are top heavy is Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft carry huge weight, in this market right now. If AI infrastructure spending slows down or mega cap stumbles, the broader market could feel it. There are some caution signs though, but no clear breakdown yet. So, this is not saying panic. This is not saying panic, but when this shit happens, they say when this shit happens, according to the technical side, this could break down further in the stock market. So for those that are in the stock market, investing in the stock market, hey man, it may be a little bit of pain moving forward. Maybe. So just be aware. And with the new infrastructure coming into place, anything can happen. So just be cautious. Going into this uncharted water that we are in, whether you're in the crypto market or the stock market. But right now I'm talking about the stock market. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say now's the time to be greedy, not scared. Don't start panicking, because the institutions, the wealthy, they are in buy mode. They are happy as hell right now. They are scooping up and they are securing their wealth. So you need to be doing the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a little bit of money. I don't care if you're one of them people that only got $10, $20. Whatever you can do, it adds up. So that's not financial advice. Do your research, do your homework. But now's the time to be greedy, because the rich are greedy. We're following the rich. We ain't listening to poor people. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna listen to the poor when we talking about buying in a red market. Now is the time to be greedy. Do not be fearful. This is when you need to be scooping up XRP $1.99. Y'all folks that got in over $2 that was begging for $1.99, y'all better be going crazy right now. This is the $1.99 you've been begging for. You know what I'm saying?
$1.99. Damn.
I think it is. Let me see where it's at right now.
It was. I don't know if it went back up, but it was $1.99 when I checked.
I put my glasses on. I thought that shit said $1. Boy, I was finna get off live. That was Tether. XRP $1. Yeah, it's $1.99.
Yeah, $1.99, $2. It says $2.
Well, I seen that dollar, but it said USDT. I was about to get off. I'll see y'all in about 5 minutes.
I need to dump something real quick.
I was finna back the truck up. Definitely was finna back the truck up. So yeah, y'all don't get fearful in these markets. But for those with those 401ks though, y'all definitely need to be cautious. Y'all need to be cautious. I don't know what's gonna happen with y'all 401ks. For those that's like, what's the age D? 59?
59 and a half. Yeah.
That's banking on that. Y'all might need to look into some other avenues. Y'all might need to look into some other avenues. Because
you see what happened the other day with the CME futures going down, and we did that, and that's tied to oil and all types of commodities and shit. And how if they halted traded on that, what else can they halt trading on?
Yeah, that's too much control. That's too much, especially since we know a transition is happening. They want people reliant on the government because, like I said, they're just gonna change the name from welfare to UBI. They want y'all dependent on that. So while you know what I'm saying, I'm just saying these people may play dirty and they could fuck up some of y'all's 401k. So I would look into another avenue to reallocate those funds. It's a questionnaire in the description over here on YouTube. Y'all could look into reallocating those funds. Me, I would play it safe. If I was 59 and a half and I seen what was going on with this between the Japan carry trade, and just everything going on with the market and the economy, and with Donald Trump being president, I would be looking into some other avenues with my 401k. If I was 59 and a half and I was sitting on 100, 200, 300, 400,000, I would not want to lose that due to me just not being in the know or not being aware that we were going through this transition and everything was moving on chain. I would be looking into some other avenues to ensure that wealth so that I don't have to I don't know. I just wouldn't want to be on the bad side of this. Be on the side where most people don't know this happening and they're gonna miss out on their retirement. So just look into some other options. I ain't saying make a move today, but look into some other options. It's other options out there. You don't have to hold that 401k over there. with them people.
Facts. Protect your retirement if you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For this times of uncertainty, it's definitely time to shop. It's time to shop to be like, all right, where can I go to insure this? Because up or down, I need to keep my money. Point blank, period. Because and then you need to be serious about that because that's your retirement. So just putting that out there. So it is other options. I know D and Marcus do a great job giving y'all options with that 401k. So definitely tap in with them on that. Just at least look into it to see what's going on. That way you can start making some decisions. But I would not want to be on the negative side of this, especially with my retirement being in the middle of that. So yeah, but let's talk about Ethereum real quick. We got some ETH news. So it looks like Vitalik, he believes that quantum computing could break Ethereum's cryptography sooner than expected.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. When you sent me that, I was like, what this shit about? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying that's his shit. That's his shit. Why he saying
why he saying like that?
Why he saying that about his shit, fam?
Yeah,
you know, unless he knew all along what was going on. So let's see what's saying. So Vitalik is talking about he thinks there's a real chance about 20% by 2030 that cryptographically relevant quantum computers arrive sooner than most expect. So if this happens, today's signature system becomes unsafe. That's the signature scheme behind most Ethereum accounts. So it's called the ECDSA on the SECP 256K1 curve, whatever the hell that is, fam. This is super technical. So what's actually at risk is your Ethereum address is a hash of a public key. If you never spent from that address, your public key isn't on chain yet, but it's safer for now. So when you send a transaction, your public key becomes visible. A future quantum computer could use this Shard's algorithm to recover the private key from the public key and steal funds. God damn. So this isn't about breaking, Ethereum's data structures. The main risk is exposed public keys. So the timeline that Vitalik is talking about is the current quantum hardware can't break Ethereum today, but there's a chance a powerful machine shows up in the late 2020s. He even warns possibly before 2028. So he knows some shit is about to happen. Because migrating the whole ecosystem takes years. Ethereum should start prepping now, not wait for a crisis. So the quantum emergency plan, this is their last resort. So if a sudden breakthrough led to active theft, roll back to the last safe block, freeze legacy EOA transactions, move funds via proof quantum safe smart contract wallets, and batch proofs to make it affordable on chain. So this contingency plan, not plan A. The goal is to build the capabilities so this is even possible, right? So what experts and standards bodies say is that hardware, most analysis say that breaking the ECC at scale means millions to tens of hundreds of millions of physical qubits, likely 10 to 20 years out. Uncertainty still remains. And on the crypto, they agree that the ECC RSA will be vulnerable once such quantum machines exist. So basically they're saying, like, fam, in the near future, these quantum ready computers may break some of these blockchains. We'll see. But right now, it feels like some shit. That's why you were saying, like, before, self-custody might be a thing of the past in the near future.
Oh, for sure. That's not going to be around too much longer.
And then it goes into some more technical stuff that is a little bit boring. But at the same time, the practical steps for users and institutions now is prefer wallets, custody that can upgrade signature schemes without forcing new addresses, avoid address reuse, right? Track Ethereum's roadmap, be ready to migrate to quantum safe wallets when available. And then for treasuries, map with which addresses have exposed public keys, plan stage moves to contract wallets. So there's uncertainty. and there may be a so on Q day with this quantum computer shit breaking blockchain.
Shout out to Daniel. Daniel said, "Get that H bar. It's quantum proof." Shout out to Daniel. And then shout out, yeah, that's a fact. H bar, y'all might want to look and do your homework on H bar. Don't just be buying stuff because we saying it. Go do your homework. Do your homework.
Ain't Algorand too?
Algorand as well. Do your homework on Algorand and H bar. Shout out to V's over here with the super chat on YouTube as well. He said, "Appreciate you, family. We appreciate you. Appreciate you tapping in. We always see you in the chat game. Appreciate you." But yeah, H bar and Algorand, quantum proof. So, you know, do your homework on those too. Do your homework.
Most def.
See.
But yeah, that was pretty much it for that.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we got a Chainlink ETF that is coming this week. So it's saying that this article is asking, will Link recover from this crash? We'll see.
Yeah,
but yeah, Chainlink ETF incoming.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to see. So basically, what happened is Nate Garassi, so he's an ETF specialist, says that Grayscale plans to convert his existing Chainlink trust into the first spot Chainlink ETF in the US this week. So Bitwise has also a Chainlink ETF referenced on the DTCC's website, suggesting more issuers are lining up. And then Grayscale's Chainlink Trust, launched in 2021, could up to publicly traded ETF, opening the door for easier institutional access. And why these ETFs even matters, because institutions can buy Link exposure through traditional brokerage accounts. And then if demand is strong, like we've seen with other crypto ETFs, XRP, this can support price over time. And then the ETF structure removes operational hurdles for big allocators. So what happened, where things stand right now, is that Link fell 30% in November, a pullback, and is about $12, down 7% on the day. $12. I might have to give me some Link today, fam. I might have to give me
$12. I've been waiting for it. We at 12. Let's see if they let us
give me about 10 of them, you know, for 120. So analysts mentioned bearish risk if bulls can't reclaim key supports and retest towards $8 is possible. Damn. So we might see Chainlink go below $10. Get ready.
Uh-oh.
But the bullish trigger is a strong bullish engulfing candle or decisive buying at support momentum up. A firm reclaim of broken support would be an early positive. So it could back up. We don't know, but it could break down.
I'm gonna take the 12. I ain't finna gamble with that 8. That 8 might be a trap. That 8 sounds too good to be true. I'm gonna take the 12.
Damn.
$8 would be crazy. I'll come back if it's $8, but I'm gonna just
I'll circle back.
Yeah, I'll circle back, but I'm gonna just take this 12 though, because it was sitting. Y'all gotta remember, just a month or two ago, it was at $28, $29. I'm finna take this 12. So y'all gotta remember that. That's why sometimes it's worth it to zoom out on the chart sometimes so that you can see just a month or two ago it was at this price. So you know, $8. Like don't get too greedy, gang. You know, that's when you start fucking up. So
they
are
doing this. They are doing this on purpose. They're trying to make you choose between the holidays, Christmas, buying gifts, and getting into this shit. They're trying to make you choose.
Yeah, they definitely are. Christmas is canceled in this household. It's gonna be very minimal. It's gonna be very minimal. Very, very minimal. I'm talking about this is the Christmas where niggas is really just gonna get socks and underwear. It's that type of Christmas. They finna be pissed at auntie. Because normally, see, my nieces and nephews are spoiled. They normally get shoes. They normally getting toys, the younger ones. No. All I got for y'all is probably a pack of socks. Maybe some underwear, whatever your parents tell me you need. It's gonna be socks or underwear, one of the two. You're lucky you're getting that. You may not get that. So they're lucky they're getting that. I hope the one that's in my house right now just heard me. Because you're getting socks or underwear.
You got some underwear. You need some socks.
All we got for you this year, because everything is going in crypto. I'm not playing. So Yeah, they lucky
Easy
I'm
said,
doing it.
Easy said, tell the kids they can sleep in for Christmas.
Hey, whatever their parents get, but I'm telling you, they only getting socks and underwear this way. I'm not doing it. So,
oh shit.
Yeah,
Maybe
unless if one of them parlays hit now, because I'm gonna do a big parlay this coming weekend. One of them parlays hit until you get about 5-10 bands, then you could get you a shirt.
maybe upgrade to some
a
shirts.
little t-shirt, maybe a pack of t-shirts. But other than that, no, again, I'm going all in on crypto this Christmas. I'm kind of gonna treat this how I did 3-4 years ago. Just go all in for real.
Maybe it's the Christmas to tell the younger ones that Santa Claus ain't real. Maybe this is the time to tell them.
Yeah, they already be questioning anyway. They be asking me impossible questions I can't answer. So how does Santa Claus go over the whole world in one night? He don't.
Yeah.
Got no answer for you. So yeah. Some of y'all are gonna have to make some decisions. It's either gonna be Christmas or investing. So good luck. Hopefully y'all make the correct decision. Take that up with God. It's between you and God for real. I'm just telling y'all that I believe, I have strong conviction that this is the Christmas to skip. That's just my conviction though, that this is definitely the Christmas to skip. So yeah, let's get into it though. Let's talk about Japan, about this Japan carry trade, and how that affected the markets yesterday. I'm gonna share this. So the Japan carry trade reversal, it definitely tanked the market yesterday. So global money flows are reversing. So cheap yen funded leverage is drying up. So that reduces the fuel behind many speculative markets, including crypto. So what changed in Japan? The carry trade reversal and liquidity drain. So Japan has recently seen its government bond yields rise sharply. So the 10-year JGB yield broke higher than many years, and the 30-year yield hit multi-decade highs. So that yield spike reflects a shift away from decades of ultra low or near zero Japanese rates, which had encouraged investors worldwide to borrow in yen cheaply and invest elsewhere, the core of the yen carry trade. So as Japanese yields increase, the logic is borrow cheap in yen, invest in higher yield or high risk global assets. Unravels, that triggers a broad unwinding. Investors repay yen denominated debt, pull out of foreign assets, and reduce asset exposure globally. So this includes a pullback of liquidity that once fueled not just stocks, but also risk on assets like crypto. So Japan is not collapsing, it's normalizing. I'm gonna say that again. Japan isn't collapsing, it's normalizing. But the normalization is so big that it will reshape global finance. So this is one of the biggest macro stories heading into 2026. So of course, y'all know over the last 30 years, Japan kept their interest rates near zero. They printed money, bought up most of their own debt, and artificially kept their bond market quiet. So now that era is ending. So inflation in Japan is finally real. The Bank of Japan is raising rates, bond yields are rising fast. The government is spending big, and the cheap money forever model is breaking. So this is why everyone is panicking online. But rising yields equals Japan finally rejoining reality and not collapsing. So Japan's 10-year bond jumped to 1.85%, which is the highest since the Lehman Brothers. So this is a bear step.
Lehman Brothers.
Lehman Brothers, whatever the hell they get. So the long bonds, 30 and 40 year jumped even more. So this is a bear steepener. So long-term borrowing becomes more expensive while short-term stays low. So this happens when investors see more inflation coming, government spending is rising, Japan's central bank stops being the main buyer, and real investors demand higher returns. So this is simply true price discovery returning after decades of manipulation. After decades of manipulation.
Mass manipulation. Still manipulating to this day.
So why Japan's inflation matters? So Japan normally had zero inflation, sometimes deflation. Now they have rising wages, rising energy costs, real consumer inflation, 3% for over 40 months. So if inflation is 3% and bond yields are 1.85%, real returns are negative, meaning people are losing money holding Japanese bonds. So this forces yields higher. So the biggest shift. So Japan's institutions can finally invest at home. So for decades, Japanese insurers and pension funds had a problem. So their liabilities were long term, but Japanese bonds had no yield. So they had to buy U.S. Treasuries, EU bonds, etc. So now 30-year Japanese bonds yields to 3.40%. So for the first time in decades, Japanese pensions can match liabilities domestically. So this changes everything. They buy fewer U.S. bonds. They buy fewer U.S. bonds, fewer European bonds, less global demand for long-term debt. So this is why the U.S., Europe, and emerging markets are nervous. Japan was one of the biggest global creditors for 30 years. That era is ending. Let me tell y'all something. All this plan, they're not nervous. That's bullshit. I don't even know why they said that in the article. That's bullshit. They are not nervous. This shit was planned out to a T. This shit is planned out to a T. It's not a coincidence that 30 years era is ending, and then we get ready to go back to turning on the damn printer machine at the same damn time. That is not a coincidence. That's why we're gonna compare and contrast that whole thing. But so will Japan dump U.S. treasuries? The internet says yes. Reality says no. Japan actually increased its U.S. treasury holdings in 2025 from 1.6 trillion to 1.19 trillion. Why? Because hedging costs dropped when the Fed cut rates. The Bank of Japan raised rates, so holding U.S. debt became cheaper for Japan. Japan will slowly rebalance over years and not panic sell. That's what they're claiming. We'll see. The yen carry trade is slowly unwinding. So for 20 plus years, people borrowed cheap yen to invest in higher yield assets. So this powered global equities, crypto bull markets, emerging markets, risk assets everywhere. So now that Japanese rates are rising, the trade is less profitable. But the violent part of that unwind already happened in 2024. What's happening now is a slow control reversal, not a crash. So the real risk you should watch. So not a collapse, but real pressure points. So regional banks, they're sitting on bonds that lose value as yields rise. Some banks may face capital issues. Japan's fiscal spending. So the new prime minister is spending heavily while yields rise, the opposite of what you normally do. So this pushes long-term yields higher. And then you have geopolitics. So Japan's new prime minister made aggressive comments about China and Taiwan. China responded sharply. So this adds volatility to Japan's markets. So yes, Japan is leaving a 30-year fantasy era. So for 30 years, money was almost free. Bonds were artificially controlled. Inflation didn't exist. Japan absorbed most of its own debt. So now the world is going back to something we haven't seen in decades, a world where capital has a cost, a world where interest rates matter, a world where investors demand real yield. So this shift will ripple through global bonds, currency markets, the U.S. deficit, emerging markets, crypto liquidity, risk on asset cycles. So this is the beginning of a global repricing of money, a global repricing of money. So yes, so the probabilities from the report in this article, and I'll actually scroll down a little bit so y'all can see.
Make sure y'all liking the live over there on YouTube. I don't know where we at, but make sure y'all liking the live over there, fam. It's over 100 of y'all over there.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit it. We need y'all to hit that like button. So we got probabilities from the report. So 50% is smooth normalization. So rates rise slowly. Japan adjusts without panic. 35%, so physical credibility problem. Too much spending plus rising yields forces emergency BOJ actions. And then we have 15% of global contagion. So inflation returns, geopolitics erupt, and deleveraging hits all markets. So yes, Japan was the quiet giant that held global debt markets together. So now that giant is waking up. And when Japan shifts, the whole world moves. So this is what's going on. So now I want to compare the Japan reverse carry versus America returning to QE. That's what I want to go over. So Japan is going through something the rest of the world already went through. Interest rates finally rising after decades of near zero money. So So yeah, their rates are rising, not falling. So let's get into it. So okay, so yeah, like we said, so Japan is entering a world where money isn't free anymore. So what America would be experiencing if QE restarts today? So the U.S. is at the opposite end of the cycle. So if America re-enters quantitative easing today, here's what happens: the Fed starts buying bonds again. Bond yields fall, the opposite of Japan. Liquidity surges into the system. The dollar weakens. So asset prices like stocks, crypto, real estate will rip upward. So instead of capital flowing home to Japan, America would be pushing capital back out into risk, which is the U.S. equal re-entering an age of cheap money. So yeah, so this matters because
I said the money ain't cheap already. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. So why does matter? So you're seeing two great powers on opposite policies with Japan. So Japan has been the purpose-built liquidity engine of the global system for 20 plus years. So now that engine is turning off. So the world loses a major source of cheap capital. The US historically becomes the liquidity leader when Japan slows. So quantitative easing will reestablish the US as the primary liquidity supplier and reserve anchor during volatility. So this is the global relay race of liquidity. So Japan carried the baton from 1990 to 2023 through zero rates and money printing. Now America would be picking it back up if QE restarts. So this would shift capital markets, FX markets, bond pricing, crypto and gold flows, emerging market stability. Everything reorients around the location of cheap money. So Japan's cycle is entering expensive money for the first time in 30 years. America is returning to quantitative easing, and that will re-enter cheap money. So Japan is sucking liquidity out of global markets while QE in the US will pump liquidity in. Two opposite poles of the global system, one tightening, one easing. That's how resets happen. So yes, the macro implication that no one else is talking about. So if Japan normalizes, yields rise, and America begins easing, so yields fall. So you get the beginning of a global capital rotation into hard assets like gold, Bitcoin, tokenized assets, infrastructure, commodities, AI compute, real world assets, real world asset tokenization, because capital naturally leaves. Negative return government debt, positive return real assets. So this is exactly what happened in the 1970s, in the 2000 between 2000 and 2011 commodity super cycle, in every currency regime shift. This has happened. So this is not a coincidence. I told y'all this shit was playing to the T. These people know what the fuck going on.
Yo, this is crazy. Where we at over there on YouTube? Come on, it's like 50 of y'all over there that not like the live yet. What are y'all getting this game? Y'all getting this game and y'all not liking the live? Come on, fam. It's 133 people over there. There's no reason why we shouldn't be over 100 likes, fam, over there on YouTube.
Yeah,
they're killing y'all on TikTok. They're killing y'all on TikTok, fam.
Yeah, y'all gotta hit that like button. Y'all gotta run the likes up for us over there. It's important. We already shadow banned. Listen, y'all gotta think about. We're talking about a global shift occurring. We're giving y'all game on where that opportunity, with an opportunity for you, where you benefit. We're giving you game on that, and y'all can't hit a damn like button. That shit's irritating. Y'all can't hit it. It comes off as hate, for real. Like, are y'all haters or what? They say your haters watch you the most. Jesus Christ. I gotta hit that like button, gang, for real.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. But yeah, this is cool though. This is what's going on. That's why I wanted to compare and contrast the Japan reverse carry trade to QE, because that's supposed to be happening. So we'll see what Jerome Powell, if he's gonna announce that today. What time does Jerome speak today? Does anybody know? Is it 8 p.m. Eastern? He's supposed to talk at 8 o'clock? Was it before that?
He's speaking late.
I thought I seen something that said 8 a.m. Does anybody know what time Jerome's supposed to hop on?
I'm about to check Forex Factory right now. When Jerome talking? Yeah, 8 p.m. Yep.
8 p.m. Okay. That's what I thought I saw. Okay, cool. So 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see Well, honestly, we might have to pop on. You know what I'm saying? If you know the market start, you know what I'm saying? Because now they getting ready to start pumping money into the system. So you know all that bearish shit that niggas on, all that shorting niggas that's shorting XRP and shit. Y'all about to get crushed. Y'all niggas that want to short every damn thing. Niggas be
we
short.
popping on. We popping on tonight for sure.
Yeah. He gonna come on when all the bullshit is distracting people. Yeah, that shit. Latest
rumors he's resigning.
Man, that's the distract. They want everybody like. I don't think he's gonna announce he's resigning. I think he's about to announce about this QE. That's a rumor that can't nobody prove. Like, where y'all get that from?
He's going head to head with Monday Night Football.
That's why he going on when he going on, because everybody gonna be that's what they do. While everybody's at the circus, that's when they make moves.
Yep. That's when they make moves.
That's when they make moves while everybody's at the circus. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what's going on in the markets right now. So we got the reverse carry trade happening at the same time that I think we're getting ready to announce we're going back to QE. And again, this is how resets happen. So you're here, you're early, you're blessed. Take advantage. Like I said, I don't care if it's $10, $100, 10,000. I don't care what you got. You need to be accumulating these real world assets. They literally tell you, they're not hiding it. They didn't hide it anywhere in this article. They're telling you that the global capital rotation is going into hard assets. So it's going into gold. So for those that can afford it, don't you think you need to be getting gold? You need to be getting gold. Bitcoin, if you can afford it. If you can afford it. I don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. I told y'all I'm in the middle. That's your damn decision. If you got conviction on Bitcoin, if you can afford it and it makes financial sense and you'll get a good ROI, Bitcoin, tokenized assets. Tokenization is going to be a huge deal moving forward. Tokenized assets, they already getting listed. We already see the platforms is making sure that y'all see that it's there. And that way, when it's time to turn all this shit on, it's going to be right there available. Tokenized assets, infrastructure, commodities, AI compute, and real world assets. Those are the ones we talk about. That is the play here. So you got to make a decision on if you're going to rotate, if y'all see the global capital is rotating into hard assets, you got to make the decision. Are you going to rotate your money into hard assets? Or are you going to rotate your money into this Christmas shopping? That's the decision you got to make here. And kudos to the people that can do both. You're blessed.
Yes.
But the people that got to choose, you got a decision to make. You got to choose between Christmas or if you can finna change your whole financial future, you know what I'm saying, by sacrificing one Christmas. Them kids will be all right. I'm sorry, but them kids will be okay. I know I'm auntie, but F them kids. They'll be all right. Them kids will be fine.
For those talking about silver, yes. Silver gonna be $100 eventually. It's gonna get to $100. It's damn near at 60. So yes. Yeah. Shout out to those that was buying under $20 for silver. Y'all are up.
Yeah. So make sure y'all tap in with us on the next live. On this next live, we are gonna talk about Ripple. We gotta talk about Ripple expanding into Singapore. Ripple expanding into Singapore. And something else happened with Singapore. Was that one a coincidence that Ripple expanded into Singapore? JP Morgan. Did JP Morgan send his gold over there? JP Morgan sent his gold to Singapore and Ripple got something going on with Singapore at the same damn time. That shit ain't no damn coincidence.
I didn't hear that about JP Morgan, but I know JP Morgan is shorting the shit out of MicroStrategy.
Ooh. Was that can somebody confirm? Because what I was looking for, I heard about the JP Morgan thing. I could not find a legit source that can confirm that this was true, that they reallocated their gold to Singapore. So if anyone has, I didn't check today though. I checked yesterday. But if anybody has, okay. So I need an article or something. We'll talk about that on the next live. We'll talk about on the live this evening at 16. Yeah. At 6:45. Can one person send one hand hearts for the gift gallery over there on TikTok?
For sure.
The one. Appreciate y'all for sending the gifts over here on YouTube. I mean on TikTok. Appreciate y'all for sending the gifts.
Did we get over 100 on YouTube? 100 likes? Because it's like 150 people over there, fam.
Yeah, y'all gotta hit that like button over there, gang. But we'll talk about Ripple and Singapore and all that this evening. I needed to confirm that JP Morgan situation though. But y'all be on the lookout today though. So we got that Powell speech at 8 p.m. So we'll see what he's talking about. So we'll definitely be live streaming Powell's speech, or at least, be up here while he's talking. If we can't live stream it, we'll see if we can find it. But so yeah, make sure y'all tapped in with us. That's why I subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like the video. That way we'll be popping up on your algorithm. You'll get notifications when we go live. Make sure y'all hit that notification button as well.
Yes.
Because we got, listen, y'all, this is the time to be in the market. This is the time to be greedy. When everybody else is standoffish and scared, don't know what's going on, this is the time for you to be greedy and to be packing your bags up. Literally packing your bags up, getting your affairs in order, because this is the beginning. Not the beginning, but we clearly see a reset. Something getting ready to happen. Something's getting ready to transpire. We got Japan and their 30-year cycle ending, and we got, potentially QE getting turned on today. So, man, we're bullish. I'm bullish this way. I'm bullish for 2026. I'm bullish for this month. We'll see. I might be wrong about this month, but we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, thank you guys for the gifts over here. Thank you guys for all the gifts. That's love, fam. That's love.
100%. So yeah, y'all, we'll be back on. Appreciate y'all for that. We'll be back on. Yeah, silver going to $60. Yeah, look like silver about to hit that 60.
Yeah. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. And for those, a couple of y'all sent me a message on TikTok about the 401k play. Go fill out the protect your retirement thing in the link in the bio, and then that'll be easier. That'll be easier.
Yeah, it's a questionnaire for it. So yeah, that way if you qualify to do it, to roll your 401k over. So fill out that questionnaire, and then y'all can go from there. So yeah, other than that, hey, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. We'll be back on at 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about Ripple, Singapore. If anybody got that JP Morgan stuff and can send me like a legit source to see that was true, send it to me, because it was no press conference on that. They did. I wouldn't put it past them that they're sneaky, but it was just no press surrounding that. They didn't make no announcement. So I just was trying to make sure to verify that information before I came on here and talked about it. So if anybody has verifiable information, please send it to us. I'm gonna look when I get off though. But yeah, other than that, we appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll see y'all this evening.